So the harassment law was actually written for this Ariana, this one teenager who was getting a bunch of text messages and Facebook messages directly sent to her. They were directly sent to her. And so, harassing, if I'm just sitting here talking to a wall on a channel that's broadcasting, and I guess the thing would be if nobody's watching, I don't even know what the hell you could say is happening. But if I'm getting attention, right, I'm just talking to the wall, but I'm broadcasting a channel, because I feel like in order to harass somebody, you have to send it to them. You got to send it to them and say, hey, look at this, look at this, look at that. And frankly, I don't want any of you rat bastards. I don't want anybody from Conejos County or Costilla County looking at any video that I post, okay? I haven't found too many, well, a couple people. If you're a good person, you can go ahead and check it out. But do not click on my stuff and then say, oh my God, he's harassing me. If you keep on clicking on it, it'll seem like I'm harassing you, but you're the one clicking on it. You're doing it to yourself. You're doing it to yourself. I am not harassing anybody. I am not sending anybody any messages. I'm not texting anybody. In fact, there's a person here, Kenny Capon is the name of the commenter, and if it is, and it might be this person has been, commenting on my stuff for a while. It's an internet bully. So here, let me show you. I'll just let you read it right there. So Kenny Capon is writing to me. I'm not sure if I want to respond to him or not. He seems like the kind of person that you need to piss off in order to, he's got to get wound up. So he posted this 4 o'clock in the morning. At 4 o'clock in the morning on October 17th. And I heard that he and Troy didn't like each other, but he's like defending Troy with this one. But this is evidence. This is evidence that Troy sells water illegally. So is it circumstantial evidence? Sure. But the sum total of all the evidence, this says that he is willing to commit crimes. You might say it's a petty crime. Maybe not. But it's a crime. And so he's willing to commit crimes. What he is doing is not lawful. On September 17th, 2021, I fired a couple warning shots. But that's because that's Article 2, Section 13. That's literally in Colorado's Constitution. Article 2, Section 13 is you can bear arms in defense of person, property, and home. And I was defending person, property, and home. And I fired warning shots up into the air. I was Article 2, Section 13ing. I was literally doing the Colorado Constitution. But how come none of these judges, none of these DAs, they're not like, wow, he is being totally consistent with Colorado law. He is consistent with Colorado constitutional law. No. Instead, they're freaking the hell out, which is crazy because I had to endure drive-by shootings. Bullets are whizzing by my fucking head. Somebody murdered my motherfucking dog. They keep drive-by, stopping, drive-by. Who are these people? What are they doing? I don't fucking know. But I had to endure all that shit. And then a couple warning shots. Seems to be scaring all the establishment. And this is after I called dozens and dozens of times. There's a whole bunch of misdemeanors and felonies that happened after Tecumseh was murdered. So, yeah. If any of these people feel like I am directly sending them a message and I'm, texting them straight to their phones, to their Facebook pages, I'm not emailing you, I'm not... But that's insane that these people can be felony ministers, murder my fucking puppy, do drive-bys, and then when I say, hey, look at these pieces of shit that committed these crimes, or these are the leading suspects of my investigation, they'll say, hey, you're not allowed to say that. I'm not allowed to say that you committed a crime against me, motherfucker. Yeah, that's bullshit. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. And I'm being very careful with my words. So I'm going to actually, the next thing I'm working on is I'm going to be very specific. There's some things that I saw the person 100%, so there's no doubt about it, but there's some things that I'm like 85% on or 95% on. So I'll add some precision to my speech, okay? I'll add some precision to my speech. But to sit there and act like what I'm not doing to you what you are doing to me. I'm not driving by your house. I'm not killing your dog. I am not doing it over and over again. I am not doing it every time you walk outside. Every time you walk a dog, every time you ride a bicycle, I am not showing up right there on top of you like flies on shit. That's what Phil Greeny did. Phil Greeny did that a dozen times at least. And then Jacqueline Mitchell, about a dozen times at least, maybe 24 times. She tries to kill Tim. Tim and it was Arrow and Shakti at the time who was out and about. So we're going to ignore all these crimes, right? We're going to ignore how they were fucking shitty on top of shittiness. And they didn't care about voting, and I'm sorry that I've ever fucking talked to any of you shitheads about fucking voting. You guys are just fucking scum. I mean, you can't fucking vote. You couldn't think about voting, you scumbag motherfuckers. But some people, I guess that's a little too heady for them. That's a little too... Yeah, Ben Franklin says, you'll keep your republic. We gave you a republic if you could keep it. I don't know if even conservative Republicans don't give a shit about their republic. Anyways, I'm going on a tangent here. What am I trying to say? I just feel like if... Turn it around. Kenny Capin, go ahead and make all the videos that you want of me in the world. Every day, just cuss me out. Oh, that damn John Masters just keeps on telling the truth, and the more truth, and more people are going to believe in him, and then, oh no, what if Kenny Capin gets charged with doing a drive-by shooting? Then he'd have to go through the same criminal justice system. He'd have to have arrest summons, bail bond hearing, advisement of charges, preliminary hearing, revoked, right? He does disposition. You have to fight tooth and nail to get a disposition hearing, but it was a crappy one. Arraignment, motions hearing. You have to go through the whole gauntlet, right? Pre-trial readiness conference, jury trial sentencing. That's the 10-step criminal procedure. So if me firing warning shots, I have to go through those 10 steps, and that means everybody that's committed felony menacing against me has to go through those 10 steps. Is that not the case? Are we not trying to be fair here? You're saying that people can felony menace me, but if I do a police action, if I defend myself with 3 warning shots and you freak the hell out, but people could do drive-bys, people could do spotlighting and stop and goes with the vehicle, which is, is that not a deadly weapon? So I'm not harassing anybody because I know myself and I don't go around harassing people. Trying to figure out a case, somebody murdered my dog, and if it's not Troy, I apologize. I think it is you, or it is Troy. I think it is him. But what would change my mind is evidence. Give me evidence that somebody else did it. Show me how. But like I'm saying, he's not even O.J. Simpson. He's not even looking for the real killers because he just has to look in the mirror. 85% sure. 85% sure. So let's get to what I know for sure.